Hi, Dyan here, joining me in the studio. I'm going to show you a little trick today with one of my leaf stamps. This is what I call my solid leaf stamp, and this is from this set, Doodle Parts. You see I have a single one, a little cluster, and then I have the biggest. This is the one we're going to use, this biggest cluster, and it's a solid stamp. The whole stamp will stamp down. Okay, and this is the type of effect that we're going for. So we're going to do what I call shadow stamping. So we're going to add some ink and then we're going to shadow stamp round. It's really effective. So I'm going to take my colours. I think I'm going to go autumnal even though it's spring. So I'm going to go with my melted chocolate, my squeezed orange and my pure sunshine. So I'm not adding any water to this one, I'm just going to add some of the colour around. You can see nice puddles of colour that I'm adding, and then I'm going to take the brown. Oh, look at that, gorgeous. A little bit more of the sunshine at the bottom. My trick, if I know if I've got enough on, just let it blend. If it blends, you've got enough on. If it doesn't, you haven't. Lots of ink. I always like to use up the excess ink, so I take a piece of manila card. I love manila, and just press it firmly over the top, and that can be used at a later date for something else. So I'm just going to blot this and just wipe up. Okay, you can see that lovely blend through. If you want to add more, you can add more. If I want to make this a little bit darker there so it stands out a bit more, then I can. So now I'm going to take the solid stamp and I'm going to ink it up. A solid stamp, you have to be a bit more careful when you're inking up. Again, you still don't need to do this, but you just need to press firmly and ensure that you get the ink everywhere. I'll turn the book round because again I always seem to work upside down. And when you're stamping with a solid stamp as well, put it down and then press and give it time for the ink to go through the ink that's already on the book. So I'm going to start there and I'm going to re-ink it every single time. Now I'm doing this in black, but it also looks gorgeous in any of the other colours of the archival to shadow with. So again, I'm using the archival ink. I never know whether I'm going to actually put any more ink on the top, spray any more ink on the top of here. So I like to be safe by using a water-based ink. There we go. So I've re-inked that every time. Now I'm going to put the lid on and put that away because there is still lots and lots of ink left on here. We've got the leaves where they are. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in between the leaves and I'm going to move forward about an inch, and then I'm just going to lightly press. And can you see where it's left the shadow? And you're just going to work your way around the page until nothing more comes off. How easy is that? Really, really easy technique. I just want to show you it on some craft because I think it looks beautiful on this. You see here where I've inked, and then I've used my little dandelion clock stamp on the bottom. So I'm just taking the tag, inked the stamp, pressed, inked, pressed, inked, and then just lightly stamp off the shadows. Stunning, isn't it? I love it. Love it. So when you've finished stamping, you can either put that to one side and get on with something else, because we want these to dry, or you can just give it a quick waft with your heat gun, because although this is an ink that dries instantly, because it's going on onto wet ink as well, it might just eat my pen if I don't just give it a quick. Normally I will move on to something else, or I'll be decorating down here, I'll be doing another tag, but you can, for speed, just give it a quick dry. And then I'm going to take the pen. You can either leave it like that, or you can add your own doodles in. So you can just outline, and I'm only going in a vague direction that the leaf is. I'm not very carefully going around everything, I'm just doing a leaf shape. And this is where you can then go to town, because you might want to add some dots just up the side of the leaf. You might want to put some cross hatches in the leaf. Anything you want to do, and you just work your way around. Now I normally only doodle what I would call the top leaves, the darker leaves, not the shadows. I'll leave the shaded leaves underneath, because we're trying to imply that they're in the background, so by being in the background you wouldn't see the detail that was going on. You see? And this is a great thing to do with solid stamps. Really, really nice thing. So I've just got one more that I want to show you there. You could outline it in any colour, I just happen to like the white. I like the way that it stands out. And best of all, your stamp's totally clean. Totally clean. No need to clean it. Okay, I hope you have fun. Enjoy. Find out your solid stamps and get shadowing. Thanks for joining me. Bye.